Hi, so as you know, my name is Maria, and I'm here to talk about a very important issue that is facing our world today, and that is genetically modified foods. What is a genetic modified organism? A GMO is an organism like a seed that contains genes from another organism. It's also called genetic engineering, or GE. With genetic engineering, scientists can change plants or animals at the molecular level by inserting genes or DNA segments from other organisms. This process of genetic engineering enables the direct transfer of genes between different species or kingdoms that would not breed in nature. The first thing that people may ask is, are GM foods even safe to eat? Well, no one knows what, if any, impacts GM foods could have on our health. There are so many unanswered safety questions. Interestingly enough, scientists warn that the process of genetic engineering could create new allergens. Foreign DNA may be able to survive in the human gut, and animal feeding studies indicate liver and kidney problems.
What are the pros of genetically modified foods, Maria?
GM foods can have a lot of pros as well, such as they grow well even when sprayed with pesticides, they have less disease caused by insects or viruses, they resist damage due to weather like frost or drought, they ripen slower and last longer during shipping, they bruise less easily, and they have more of a certain nutrient like vitamin A found in golden rice, a genetically modified rice crop developed in Europe. So basically, GM crops may produce more food with less waste. This is really efficient for companies to ship to various grocery stores. This means food could be available at a cheaper cost as well, which is efficient for everybody in the long run.
But despite those factors, does it make GMO foods better than organic foods?
I think not.
This is Jason Graham, reporting live from Hammersholt News. Your fruit specialist.
The question is, how do you feel about your fruits? Let's go inside the deep jungle we call high school. How do you feel about organic fruits compared to genetically modified fruits in our society today? Is that genetically modified peas that you are eating, girls? Probably. Yes, I think so. Now, do you prefer organic snap peas, or would you prefer mechanically engineered?
Mechanically engineered?
Organic. I would prefer mechanically. It tastes yummier. There you have it.
Yes, Jace, there we have it. A lot of kids don't know about the harms of GM foods in our modern day society. Did you know that crops that grow GM plants may contaminate other fields that are close by? This may happen if the seeds from a GM crop blow into a neighboring field. This is one of the biggest risks for GM crops. Some people say that the variety of natural foods that the world produces may be lower due to GM crops. This is because farmers may choose to plant only a few types of GM crops since they may produce larger amounts of food. It is very unnatural. In fact, I recently took a trip to the Thunder Bay Country Market this Saturday to check out all the local farming from our town. A tip to avoid GM foods is to buy organic foods. Organic foods are not genetically modified. Plant a garden. When you buy or plant seeds, ask if they have been genetically modified, but chances are they will not. Call companies. If you're interested to know if a certain food contains GM ingredients, the food company may be able to answer all your questions. Visit specialty stores. Some similar food companies label their products as GMO-free. Voice your opinion. Call food companies, contact Health Canada or anywhere else, and let them know that you would like GM foods to be labeled. Eating locally organic foods can also benefit your local farmers greatly. You may be surprised about what you can find in your local market. This just in. Kids tweeting about GMO foods using the hashtag #YesAllOrganicFruits.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape.
I bought this lemonade. Yep, lemonade. It was squeezed right there and then in front of my very eyes. I'm probably going to Instagram it later, not going to lie. One of my favorite parts of my little visit were these cheeses. They were really good and tasty. They tasted way better than processed cheese. Ha ha ha! Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
Have you ever been to the Thunder Bay Country Market?
No, I'm not.
Do you want to go to the Thunder Bay Country Market?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to see all the local farmers and with their produce and different goods?
I think that'd be a good experience.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Support your local farmers, right?
of course.
Hashtag support your local farmers. Hashtag yes for organic fruit.
I'm serious though.
Yes,
Organic foods is not a joke.
it is not.
Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
Vote Brandon because he supports local fruits.
Is that genetically modified pepper? I think it is. Now, how would you feel if this was a real pepper? Would you feel like you're having more of a value supporting our local farmers? I feel like I'd be paying more. Yeah, I have that kind of money. I'm in high school.
Exactly, but it's better value.
This is genetically modification. You don't want this in your life. You want an organic pepper. You want a real natural pepper. You don't want this. Stop.
How do you feel about genetically modified fruits versus organic fruits?
Well, I'm not too sure I really understand the issues. And as a person who shops in the supermarket, I guess, or the market for food, I notice the labels are there, and I understand what organic is, and I understand what regular fruit is, but somehow genetically modified fruits, I'm not 100% sure on what that means, and whether we're even having them in the grocery stores for the consumer.
Exactly. So you're saying that organic fruits don't really get publicized that much?
There's been a lot of publicity about organic produce and fruits, I think more than genetically modified. I know what the word means, I get the concept of it in science, but I don't really know if that's in the grocery store and there's not enough information on it.
I see. Now, would you ever go to the country market to support your local farmers this Saturday?
Yes, I do. I often go to the market. There's
Me as well?
Yeah, there's lots of nice things there. I know some of the people that work there, and I go often and buy food.
Nice. Thank you, Ms. Saunders. In Canada, there are 4 major GM crops: corn, soy, and canola, and white sugar beet. These crops are expanding every day, and now there's also some GM sweet corn grown here in Ontario, and more could be grown in the future. GM cotton, papaya, and a few types of squash are grown in the U.S. and can be imported into Canada, mostly for processed food ingredients. So there you have it, folks. This is really hard to say, but unfortunately, I'm concluding this video. But it's not over yet because I have really funny bloopers coming up. So thanks for watching my video, and I actually hope you take into consideration the concept of GMO foods and organic foods. Thank you.
Jason and Graham reporting live from Hammersholt News. What should I say? This is Jason and Graham. Hammersholt News brought to you by me.
How do you start it?
Oh, it is starting? Is it going?
Maria.
Oh, it is going.
Oh my god.
Wow. What do we have here? Maria forget herself. Fruit. Organic fruit master herself. Genetically modified watermelon. This is horrific.
That is sickening, Maria. I hope you feel ashamed.
How do you stop this? Maria, how do you stop it?
Hi, Jace. What do genetically modified strawberries taste like?
Very sweet, but very genetic also.
Do you think that if you had the money, you would go for organic fruits than if you had the options and if it was easily accessible?
Yeah, if I was working like 4 part-time jobs rather than 2, I would probably get organic because this is just downright insane. This is like preposterous strawberry. Look at this. What the heck?